All right, hey everybody, how you guys doing out there tonight? Welcome everyone. Sorry I had to get off earlier. A little dad duty going on. Yes, I'm going to do a really quick update. I just want to go over a couple really little points I had just to share with everybody. So I'm going to come over here to Litecoin, and this is really where I want everybody to kind of focus your attention just for a few minutes. And I've always say that Litecoin and Bitcoin are the ones that kind of lead the way, right? They're the ones that lead the way for everything. And here's what I'm gonna let you guys know. So we're all watching that inverted head and shoulders, right? So we're all watching that massive inverted head and shoulders over on Bitcoin. It's kind of been the big topic, right? There's the shoulder, head, shoulder, right? Now, very interesting, and I'm going to bring up my other chart. This is my brand new chart I just did in the last video. We tapped this inverted head and shoulder support absolutely to the dime, right? Just nailed it, nailed it. This is that original shoulder. There's your head coming down. This is another shoulder right here. Now, to me, if this were a head and shoulders, this would be a sloping head and inverted head and shoulders. It would start here to there and run all the way down here. So, this is not out of the woods yet. I still feel that this inverted head and shoulders can go lower, right? I still feel that this can go a little bit lower down here as long as it doesn't, starts to really get out of whack if it goes much lower into here. But I do feel that this could possibly not have come to an end. Right now, once you get down, you start breaking down into this area right here. You have this, you also ran right down into this confluence zone. And I think there's a lot going on right in this area where we know the support is, right? We know that this has that historic support, right? We went over that historic support in the last video that we just showed everybody. You got that historic support, and resistance is right here, 35. Oops. It's 35.15, right? 35.15 is that weekly historical support. You just got to go to your chart, pull up your weekly. You'll find that wick off to the left side over there, right? But, we have this monstrous inverted head and shoulders here that I still don't like, right? I haven't completely blown this thing out yet, right? I haven't completely blown this thing out yet, but I just want you to know it is quasi still in the running. But here is what I wanted to show you guys. So if you come, and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you, you come over here. Oh. Let's do this one more time. Voila! Look at that. There's your inverted head and shoulders. And it plays out to a pretty good range right here also. So this thing actually played out to a nice range, right? If this was your start, down, 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 and there you go. And now you're about to invalidate this head and shoulders right here because this clearly played out, right? This is a beautiful play out of this head and shoulders pattern. So let's mark this, right? I and V, H and S. Very nice. Right? So this really played out well. You had a nice big fat inverted head and shoulders that played out. Right? Then you had a good V, H, and S target. Right? This would have been a great target right here for your inverted head and shoulders. Right back up here. Right? And then it just failed. So you got the run. So you got this very nice run right here of this inverted head and shoulders. See if I can look at this and get it. You kind of can get it, you know what I'm saying, right here. You can kind of do that boom, 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 get your inverted head and shoulders sloping right here. on the RSI. I like that. So we're going to go over to here, and I'm going to post this up in my I gotta get over a members area. This is an LTC chart. Right, so I always like to say that Litecoin leads the way. Well, there you go. It just did a great job leading the way, showing you a beautiful inverted head and shoulders. Now, the issue is that it's creating an actual, so let's call this, this would be there's your inverted head and shoulders. We'll make this bullish, so we'll make it green, right? And now you've created an regular head and shoulders that is in place right now. So now you have a regular head and shoulders that is marching into place, that is now taking the place of the inverted head and shoulders. So this is also very, very dangerous right here. Okay, so this is the pattern I see that's playing out on Litecoin. Okay, so I see this pattern playing out on Litecoin. Now, here's the issue. This can slope right here. There's nothing that says this can't be more of a sloping, a little bit more of a drop right here. Then you're going to put in this next shoulder. Something like this, right? So to me, I see that this still drop a little more, right? Then start the left shoulder, then dump, right? So I'm not quite sure here. Now, we are trapped inside of this much larger channel. You see the bigger channel over here on Litecoin. So we are in this nice big channel that's come all the way down. We haven't been able to go up and hit the top side of this channel yet. So that is very interesting that we have not hit the top side of the channel. So we're just going to keep moving this line down. So right now, the top side of this channel here. So the top side for me, this is a daily chart. This is a big mamma jamma chart. So the top side of this chart is still, there's this, boom. Why did we not hit the top side of this channel right here? Okay. So this to me is very interesting. So what do we get it down? Maybe a sideways, something, I'm not sure, but I don't like it that we haven't hit the top of this channel yet. Yes, Sarah, you, of course, young lady. All right. Hit the top of the channel. Right, I'm going to post this also over my Litecoin charts. Right. All right, and grab this. All right. So this to me is still in a bearish posture, right? You see your volume is still trending, down overall, right? Weak volume is bad for the bulls. The bulls really need a good, healthy volume in order to continue to climb. And as you see, this is only a daily chart, but we do have bearish volume pattern playing out. I also have a bearish RSI head and shoulders that's kind of working its way right now. So take a look at this. In the orange, there's your bearish, this is the bearish RSI channel. It has come down here. I'll move this one out of the way. So take a look at that. Also on the RSI for the head and shoulders right there. Very nice, right? Head neckline, tap, trying to bounce off that neckline, right? If this does bounce, then what's this going to tell me? If this is just going to tell me that this is your This is kind of your play right here, right? So if this is the neckline, then this tells me sloping H and S, okay? So if we get a nice confirmed bounce out of here, right now, if we got a really nice confirmed bounce out of here, then I would be looking for this, right, to make a nice run back up, right? Be looking for this to make a nice little run back up right there. All right. If this does just kind of die out right here, then I would just be ready to adjust and pull it down and pull it down and just make this kind of a head and shoulders right here. You know, just keep adjusting this until we did find that bounce we were looking for, no matter where it was at. I also want to go and run this all the way out to the 3-day chart. Right, there's our 3-day chart right here. Okay, so our 3-day chart has definitely made more of a, we're going to go take a look at this. So there's your, you do have a head and shoulders also that is creeping up on this. That's creeping up very nicely on the 3-day chart. You can see the head and shoulders start to appear, the shoulder, the head. Now for me, this gets a little bit trickier to play this one, because when you get up on these higher time frames, you know, you could already be putting in the shoulder, and then this, you know, this could be the end of the neckline. This could be your neckline right there. I'll show you that. So we're going to take the 12-hour one, move the 12-hour one out of the way. We're going to slide this big mamma jamma into there. Right? Like that. Something like this. I still think this comes down a little more. And then you get your bounce up. And then you get your run down. Right, like this. And over here, you got to adjust this. There, there, there. I just not quite sure where that's at. And there you go. So I would put the neckline somewhere down, possibly a little bit down lower. And how I would try to determine that neckline is I would look back to the left side. I would look for some confluence along here and say, okay, like right there. Right there. Right? Look at, you got that. There's that. There's that run across there. Little, maybe a little, it could be a little higher right in that zone right there. Kind of ride this out there, there, there. All right. So for me, just a little bit down. All right, something just like that. And here on the 3-day, so it's me 3-day confluence area, right? All right, 3-day confluence area right there. And that's it. That's kind of how I'm looking. This would be my 3-day. We'll get rid of this right here. I'm going to get rid of that because we don't need it anymore. Get rid of this. Don't need this. Don't need that. Okay. Three-day look. All right, so there's my thought on where we're at today. Now I want to go over and take a quick peek at ETH. So what do we have at ETH? So I got to reload all my charts here. All right, where are we at ETH? Once again, kind of forming a bearish flag, inverted head and shoulders candle right there. Very nice, nice little inverted head and shoulders. I'm sorry, inverted hammer candle. So it's cooking up a nice little inverted hammer candle right there. That's nice. Making a rising wedge, arrow of bearish pennant. Okay, check that out. Very nice. Look at that. Bounced right off of the bottom line, our 30 level. Bounced right off our 30 level. I haven't quite got the bull call on that thing, so I'm going to take all of this off. Don't need this. It's not, so that's very nice. Got our first tap and a bounce off there. All right, don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need that. Don't need that. That all worked out great. Pull that off. Get rid of that. Let me reset this chart. Okay. All right. So let's see what we got over here. So on ETH, ooh, ETH is on a 9 also over here. ETH is a little more of a mess. Had a nice little run right there. Yeah, I agree. Target the 618. I 100% agree targeting the 618 right there. I like that. We're on a bleeding 9. So we're on a bleeding 9 right now. Even though Ethereum does like to bleed. Bleeding red 9. Yeah, if this bounces over the next couple hours, I would just expect something like this. Then like that, right? And I am going to say, give this a 70% chance. So I'm going to give that a 70% chance to hold right there. Right? Giving that a 70% chance to hold. right, where I will give this 0.786 a 90% chance to hold their bounce. Right, so we've got a nice bounce right there on the 30. I do like this. It loves to bounce. It loves to test this a couple times. So this is really nice. So up and down and up and down. I can see this bouncing along the bottom right there as it. And then the good thing about it is we're really oversold right here. Like we're super oversold down here. Right? I mean, this thing to die out, it's going to be a little harder to get a super hardcore fall here. But what I don't like about this whole thing, I can get rid of that. Can I get the RSI to play out like this? No, see the RSI does not make a head and shoulders right there, so I don't like that. Let's try the 3-day. Yeah, the 3-day kind of makes a head and shoulders on the RSI right there. Whew, that's a doozy of a shoulder. It's also double topish right there. See, I don't like the structure of the RSI for this. No, see, I don't like the structure. It does not show me a head and shoulders here. Yeah, I don't like this head and shoulders here. I like this more as a double top. This looks more double top-ish to me. All right, so there's that. Man, you got another bear cross coming. In 11 hours. I haven't taken a look at XRP in a couple days. I can breeze through it. Let's see what we got here. My other Ethereum chart. Okay, ADA. It looks like a big head and shoulders pattern on the ADA too. I see the same thing. I haven't done ADA in a while. SV. SV to me still looks like it's in this wedge. Still looks like it's just in a big giant ass wedge right here. I haven't had a chance to pull a wedge from this lower position. So we're going to see how this plays out. But that played out pretty well. I called that pretty well right there. I have not adjusted that chart yet. TRX, pretty solid rejection wick. I mean, that's a pretty nice rejection wick right there. Still running higher based on FA. So this is 100% FA related. I mean, this thing is moonular. Just keeps going. Okay, you don't want to behave. I'll just get rid of you. Nice retracement to the 618. A little shy of the 618. Just bounced off the trend line, really. You followed that trend line, it bounced off the trend line right there. Easy to follow this. Look at the volume pattern. This is on the 12-hour. That volume pattern was a nice, easy little bounce pattern. It looks like the volume has died back out again, so you're just going to have to wait. I would just wait Tron out. I mean, this is purely FA, so, I mean, Tron is running on FA. Right? I mean, that's all there is to be said about Tron. You know, just look for the dump after their big thing. Right, that's pretty much it. All right, TRX. Hey, 404, how you doing, brother? Hey, Danny. Good to see you, man. How you doing? A bunch of people were posting your stuff in the chat earlier, man. I was checking it out. I went over and checked out your page real quick. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm a little worried right now, Danny. I gotta tell you, man, I'm a little bit worried. Jesus fucking Christ, look at the gap on that thing right there. Holy shites. Holy shakies, look at the gap on XRP. What happened there? Thank you. I mean to catch your streams. I usually just go and I cheat. I look at your I just go over and look at your your posts. I just went over and I was looking at your posts a second ago on your Twitter. Hey, you guys, if you don't have a chance, you should definitely go over and give there he is. Great trading stuff. Just put up a really good chart. I actually went over and checked out his chart. Very similar to kind of what I've been looking at. Danny's got, he's basically looking at the confluence zones down here that kind of we talked about. You see this big cluster over here. And he's looking for a drop. Look, he threw in a, fuck, what the dude is tired. It's 5 o'clock in the morning here. He threw in a big fork right here. And, you know, you can see some of the trading range, right? Look, it's moving sideways. I don't know how old this is. This is an hour-long chart. But Danny's also looking for a little bit of a launch up. You know, I also agree. I have a hard time counting out this. I like this A, B, C. I like this. The only issue I have with this, Danny, right now is I just feel that pitchfork. I just feel right now that even looking at your pitchfork right here, right? Like a retrace down, let's say we come down to this 36, 33. I still think we're going to come down to the 786 down here into your green box. And I think we're going to come down here, test this, and then get our bounce. My challenge is how much FOMO will happen if we bounce. I think if we bounce too high, I think there'll be less FOMO of people saying we've tested the bottom. where if we go lower and we head down to that, let's just call it the 0.88, the 3355, the 3366, or even go down and test the 200, I feel a lot of people will FOMO harder, saying that, you know, we've tested the bottom and everything is phenomenal, and we're just going to do a big bounce right back up and out of this. And I think that I look at this higher target. I think the higher target is more probable if we hit the 88 and or the 786 and then get a clean bounce. Even greater possibility to hit this 46 range if we hit the 200 MA at the 3266. I think people FOMO harder. If we just hit the 786, my issue is looking at this top pitchfork line right here. And then you probably have to, I'd probably get in and adjust this maybe. Maybe adjust this, but I like this line, this top line right here, as a heavy resistance line, because I see all the confluence that's in this area right here, this 3900 area. And I think if we drop down and we drop into here and then we bounce, or if we get a short bounce from here, it's just going to 3900. Let's say we just bounced right out of here. I think we'll come up here, hit this, smash this 3900, and then just die out again. Right? I just don't see the volume. There's too many longs too. There's way too many longs open right now. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that there's just a gazillion freaking longs out there. And let's go over and take a look at that chart real quick. Sorry, I got off the Ripple, but let me load these up and I'll go back over Ripple. I had to restart my computer. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna take a look at that. Give me 1 second, folks. I just want to pull up and run this. I'm gonna go take a look at the longs. Past that. I mean, there's just so many death crosses and bear crosses right now on XRP. I can't see a pattern on XRP, honestly. Oh, pull that back. You know what's crazy right now, Danny, is that the log is not working as well as linear. Linear is actually working better than log right now. I don't like being in the middle right there. All right, so the last time I updated this, it's been a long time. So I called a short on this baby. Way up there. Right? Holy cow. Boy, Jesus Lord, it's been a while ago. Pull this open, see where this was. Yep, that's right there. Yeah, that was a gorgeous scalp. Yeah, that wick, I mean, that was a pretty easy short scalp on that. That thing just died out pretty easy. That was a great short. Boy, anybody who took that short right there is a monster short. All right. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to take a look at... okay, where are you at? Ah, see, very close to a bounce right here. Man, that played out absolutely perfect. That played out perfect. Let's go find the short, long to shorts here. I really don't use that chart anymore. There it is. Just the shorts are so low. Shorts are just so low right now. The longs are so damn high. I just don't like the longs this high. They're like, look at them. They're super high right now. We're moving sideways. I don't like the sideways action, the price action either of Bitcoin. I don't like the sideways action of Bitcoin right here. Danger of a squeeze. Neither are the shorts, but the shorts RSI is just at an epic low. So here's just, I want to show everybody. Take a look at this, okay? So how you have a short on this top side, right? So I'll show you the top side. There's the danger zone right there, right? You have the equal of course, as everybody knows, and or the inverse, down on the low side, right? Where you get this low side danger zone. You get the same thing. You get the low side danger zone, you get the high side danger zone, right? And you are down here in this danger area of oversold. This is basically an oversold area, right? So this is let's go grab this. Right, that's what this is. It's just an oversold area for shorts. Okay, and look at last time. Just take a look here. Last time, what happened? You were oversold on shorts, right? There it is right there. And there it is right there. This is the last time you were oversold on shorts, right? You don't like this. Look, same thing happened here. I'm going to go with this. We're going to do this a little easier. Right? Let's go find oversold. Oversold. And let's go up here. Oh, look, dump. Dump. Right? Oversold. Dump. Oversold. Look at this whole area is just oversold. Dump. Oversold, oversold, and shorts are really high right there. Oversold, dump, and dump. Right? I mean, you can pretty much go all the way along right here. Oversold. These are all oversold RSIs. Check this one. No, not this one. This is the bull run. Oversold, dump, oversold, baby dump, and guess what? Oversold again, right? So this is what I know likey. I don't like this. Right? Got it? So I don't like all of these oversold dumps. I mean, that's what's happening here. These are all oversold dumps. Don't like any of them. And this is one of my issues right now is I just feel we're so oversold. And let's see how low we were. Right? There we were. We were that low. Right? We're real low here. Look at how low we were there. I mean, look, the red area. So we're looking at the red, super low, super low. Jesus Lord. I mean, look at back here. These were insanely low. Look at how this whole area right here was just super low on the oversolds, right? There was just, look at all the longs. This is, of course, this is during the bull run, right? My dumb ass got in right here, and this is where I was getting wrecked when I first started. But this gives you a really good idea of, you know, of where and what and how they correspond together. Okay. Yeah, so that's it. All right. I just want to say I'm good. I'm gonna sign off now. Okay, it is 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna leave my chart up and running. I'm gonna scoot this over here. This is why I still feel we're going to have one more little drop, and then because we got to get rid of the longs, right? I just think we got to get rid of the longs. All right, and that's it. Just trade safe out there. I can leave one of two charts up out here. I can leave this one, I can leave this one. This one's a little less detailed, right? And or I've got this one. Also like this one right here. I'll leave this one up, okay? All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I am out, and I want to say thank you all. If you could get a chance, I would love to. I would always just appreciate, not love, I'd appreciate it if you give me a little share. It always helps out great. Oh, hold on. Martin's gonna. And there you go, buddy. Let's take a look at Martin's chart. Martin's got his weekly view. Oh, Martin, got to squeeze that baby up. Ah, big boy chart. Nice, nice chart. Yeah, I like this. Martin, dude, I'm on the same page with you. I like this. Let's hope we don't go to the red line down there. Good chart, buddy. Great chart. I love the long-term trend lines, the channels. I like it. Like the long-term trend lines. Very nice. Good stuff, buddy. And I am Beat, and I am the Vamp, and we are from Trading Associates, and I am out.